Okay, welcome to Vertical Multiplication and Division, Booklet 7, Long Division B. So before we get into long division, again, we want to show you how to work this with a distributive property as well. So let's start with 148 divided by 2. I'm going to go ahead and split it up. So let's split up 148 into 3 different sections. We have 100, obviously. We have 40 and 8, which makes total sense. So I want to separate, I'm going to have each one of these divided by 2 individually. So I want to have 100 divided by 2, 40 divided by 2, and 8 divided by 2. So I know that 100 divided by 2 is equal to 50, 40 divided by 2 is equal to 20, and 8 divided by 2 is equal to 4. So if I add all of them up, I get a final answer of 74. So now let's go into some long division. Let's do a 3 by 1. So 178 divided by 4. Let's set this up in the proper format. 178 underneath and 4 on the outside. Bouncing on in there. 4 is your divisor. So first things first. Does 4 go into 1? No, it does not. So you need to include the next number, in this case 7. How many times does 4 go into 17? Well, it goes in 4 times. So I'm going to go ahead and put that 4 directly above the 7. Now I know that 4 times 4 is equal to 16, so I'm going to place this underneath the 17 and subtract. 17 minus 16 is just 1. So now the next thing you need to do is bring down the 8. So now it asks me, how many times can 4 go into 18? Well, again, 4 times. So I'm going to put a 4 right there above the 8. Again, I'm going to do 4 times 4 is equal to 16. I'm going to place this now underneath the 18 and subtract. So 18 minus 16 is just equal to 2. And since there's nothing left to bring down, this is going to end up being your remainder. So my final answer for 178 divided by 4 is 44, remainder 2. Let's move on to the 4 by 1. So 4,750 divided by 6. Let's go ahead and set it up. Put those underneath right there. So step number 1. Does 6 go into 4? No, so it's going to include the next number. How many times does 6 now go into 47? Well, it goes in 7 times. So I'm going to put my 7 right there. So 7 times 6 gives me 42. So we'll go ahead and place this underneath the 47 and subtract, which will give me 5. So now I need to bring down the next 5 right here. Boom. How many times can 6 go into 55? Well, 9 times. So I'm going to put a 9 up top. Well, 9 times 6 is equal to 54. So place this underneath the 55 and subtract. So 55 minus 54 is equal to 1. So now we can still bring down numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and bring down my 0 that I have here on the end. So now it asks me, how many times can 6 go into 10? Well, just 1 time. So I'm going to put the 1 up top in my quotient. So 1 times 6, that's going to equal 6. I'm going to place this underneath the 10 and subtract. It's the same pattern all the way down. Even if we had another 10 numbers, you follow this exact same pattern. So 10 minus 6 is just equal to 4. So now there's nothing left to do. There's no other numbers to bring down. So now my 4 becomes the remainder. So the final answer of 4,750 divided by 6 is 791, remainder 4. Let's go ahead and do one word problem just for practice, and then that'll be it for this video. Oh, excuse me. Final answer, 791, remainder 4. So let's go ahead and do that word problem. Jody paid $720 for 4 speakers and 2 TVs. A TV costs twice as much as a speaker. How much did each cost? Well, again, I'm going to set up a visual representation. It just helps me to see it. I like being able to see things out. So I have 1 speaker, 2, 3, 4 speakers. Okay. I'm going to add in my TVs. So I've got 1 TV, 2 TV. And now that equals a total of $720. Now it tells me a TV costs twice as much as a speaker. So every TV is worth basically 2 speakers. So for the top TV, I'm going to bring out 2 speakers. And for the bottom TV, I'm going to bring out 2 speakers. So basically I'm going to replace them. Since 1 TV is equal to 2 speakers, I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there like so. And again, I'm going to do this for the other one as well. So now what I see is a total of 8 speakers is equal to $720. Since they're all the same, this is very easy to divide. 720 divided by 8. Well, you know 72 divided by 8 is 9, so 720 divided by 8 will give you 90. So one speaker is equal to $90. So a TV is twice as much as a speaker. Well, that's just 90 times 2, so the TV equals 180. So that's how you solve that. As always, if you have any questions, ask your Gideon instructor, and hopefully you did this all right. All right, good luck.